whatever, it will never make you God. You know why? There's a difference between God and non-God. God is one that doesn't have anyone given power to him, glory to him. He's independent in his attributes, eternally possessing those attributes. Eternally. You are a being. If God gives you some power, you don't have it eternally. That doesn't make you God, because God, by definition, is an eternal being who possesses the attributes from eternity.
But Jesus can limit his power, sure, can't he? Right?
Can God limit his power and cease to exist?
He can cease to exist, but he can limit his own power.
Listen.
Why can't he do that?
Wait a second.
I can limit my power.
No, wait a second. Wait a second. Can God the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, together in Trinity, limit their power and cease to exist from tomorrow?
Why would they cease to exist?
Don't ask me why. Can they?
No, they can't cease to exist.
No. You just said they can, right?
They can't cease to exist.
So they cannot do everything.
No, they can't do what's logically impossible.
So let's understand that.
Yeah.
You are saying God cannot do what is logically impossible.
Exactly.
Can God go against his nature?
No.
Can God become ignorant while he was unknowledgeable?
Yeah. He can limit his own power. He can limit his knowledge.
Do you know what unknowledgeable means?
Yes.
Knows the past, present, and future. While you know the future, can you then not know it?
Right, but he can limit his access to his knowledge.
Wait.
Right? So God, I
Slow down.
think you and I
You are an intelligent person.
No. You and I have a different understanding. Look, you keep talking, I can never
Okay,
speak.
explain.
You're doing the kind of teacher-student thing. It's a bit annoying. Right, so omniscience, right, to me means having access to all knowledge.
Really?
But that doesn't mean that God can't limit his access temporarily for our purpose, for our sake, right?
So
in order
basically,
to be incarnate. And it's the same with omnipotence. I think omnipotence is the power, the disposition to be able to do everything. But there's nothing logically impossible about not using such power at some point in history.
good. Are you consistent? Can God limit his access from his life, being alive, and cease to exist tomorrow?
No, he can't cease to exist.
No. Can he limit his access to his life? That he puts it away somewhere and he's dead.
Cease to exist.
Listen.
Forget cease to exist.
Can God limit access to his power? You said yes.
Yes.
Knowledge, you can yes. What about his life?
If you're talking about biological life...
No, not biological life. God is not biological person.
No, life and existence are two different things. It's one thing to say that somebody dies. It's another thing to say that this person ceases to
Can
exist.
he limit his access from his existence, being existent all the time, and don't have access to that?
No, he will always exist. And
Why?
always has.
Why are you now having double standard?
What's wrong with having... I don't understand.
Okay, why are you saying God's knowledge, he can just put it in a shelf and he doesn't know? What was the name? I can't remember because I don't have access to that particular, it's locked away.
Take it back.
Slow down.
Yeah.
You're saying God is such a being, he can lock his knowledge somewhere and he can say, when am I going to destroy the world? I don't know, you know what? Because it's locked away from me. I don't know anymore. Unless, slow down. Unless I go and open up the safe, and guess what? Imagine if the Son takes away the key, can the Father get it from him? Is the Son all-powerful enough to hide the key from the Father?
What? The Son...
Imagine now, it's all about lock and key, right? God the Father somehow locked his knowledge, access to knowledge, and put it in a safe. And it was locked with a key, so that he doesn't know. That key is now with the Son, and the Son hid it away. Can the Father have access to his knowledge anymore? Is the Son capable enough to keep the key hidden? Is the Son all-powerful enough to hide the key forever?
Oh, I'm so confused, Mansour. I don't understand.
Shall I explain to you in simple terms?
No, I don't understand what the problem is.
No, the problem is,
I really don't see it.
You see, limiting knowledge of God is like this. God puts it in a safe, at the top of the shelf somewhere. He doesn't have...
He can take it back at any time.
Listen.
He can take it back whenever.
No, listen. The way you think is like this. Knowledge up there, God can access it, but if he wants to, he can. So I'm saying now, imagine now, he put it up in a shelf, locked away with a key. The Son is all-powerful. In your belief, the Son of God is all-powerful. Is he all-powerful enough to hide the key forever and forever so that the Father has no access to his knowledge anymore?
No, because then that would mean that God the Father doesn't have access to his knowledge anymore. So it's not just that he's temporarily limited, it's that he's limited forever, right? Those are two different things.
I'm talking about whether the Son is God and all-powerful or not.
Yes.
If the Son was all-powerful, he should be able to hid it away.
You should be able to
hid the key away, access to knowledge,
Well,
hide it away.
To me, that's like saying God can make a stone that he can't lift. It's just
No.
logically contradictory. It's impossible.
No,
God can't,
no,
Son can't do
no.
that.
No, let me tell you why the analogy is not valid. You are saying, can God create a stone? So giving ability of God. Does God have power and ability to create a stone?
Yeah.
And at the same time saying that he cannot lift mean he doesn't have the ability to lift it. So you're saying, does God have power and not power at the same time?
Yes.
But my question was different. You believe God is all-knowledgeable, but he can be less than all-knowledgeable if you want to. So he puts away...
his access to his knowledge.
That's what it means, less than all-knowledgeable. If you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because you have no access to knowledge, you are not all-knowledgeable.
Well, I mean,
So you are saying
you are
God...
potentially all knowledgeable.
No.
Potentially
You are saying God is all-knowledgeable,
Yeah.
but he's not also all-knowledgeable because he has no access to it anymore.
Yeah, but he can easily just snatch it back.
No.
Right?
When you say
In the same
easily,
way that
I'm making
if I
it
block
difficult.
my
I am
eyes,
saying the
I
Son
can
of
put it
God,
back out again.
which is all-powerful in your belief,
Yeah.
he is all-powerful. Can he hide the key away, access to knowledge forever, so the Father remains ignorant forever?
No, because then that would mean that the Father is eternally limited.
Then
I
that
never
means-
said that the Father could be eternally
Thank you for
limited.
confirming them. Then the Son is not all-powerful.
Why not?
He failed miserably to hide the key forever. Because if he was all-powerful, he should be able to do it.
No, because
Hang on.
that would be breaking the logical law.
Wait.
To be all powerful is
Is
to
the-
do what is logically
Wait,
possible.
wait.
It's logically impossible to hide something from the Father forever. Don't
Excuse
complain,
me.
you talk a lot.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You believe the Son knows everything. The Father knows everything.
Now he does, yes.
Okay. So,
Not while he was
so
incarnate.
can the Son have a secret that he can prevent access to this knowledge from the Father and the Son?
Not now, no.
Is he powerful enough to have secret thoughts that has the other two has no access of?
If the Father decides to limit his knowledge...
No, I'm
and
not
to
talking about that.
know- Oh, come on. And to not know what the Son is saying.
I'm
right?
not saying about
Then
that.
yes.
I am saying the Father and the Son, they can have their secret thoughts.
Yes.
If the Son has a secret thought,
Yes.
is he all-powerful enough
Right.
to keep his secret thought hidden from the Father?
Well, it's a logical impossibility, my friend. It's
Then he's not
impossible.
all-powerful.
Well, no, it's logically to be all powerful is to be able to do everything that it is logically possible.
That's
to
what
do.
I'm saying.
It is
Is
not
he-
logically possible to hide a secret forever from a divine person.
Hang on. If you are God,
Yes.
you have power over all things.
Yes.
Right. Can you keep your thoughts secret from everyone if you're God?
From everyone who isn't God. Yes. Everyone who isn't
So-
a divine
So
person.
basically, the divine person that you're talking about, they're so limited and unpowerful, not powerful enough to even keep the secrets from someone else.
Right,
So
Mr.
basically, then you can explain. Basically, you're saying the Son or the Father are not powerful being enough to keep their secrets to someone else,
Okay,
from someone
audience,
else.
raise your hand if you think this debate is worthwhile.
Keep your
Raise your hand if you think this debate is worthwhile.
worthwhile.
That's a minority. So I'm pretty sure that we've lost the audience, and that
No,
this is just not helpful.
are you debating the audience or debating me?
Yeah, but we're debating for the benefit
Look at
of the
this.
audience.
No. I'm debating for the benefit of your own soul. If you believe in worship, look. If you worship a God who has a son, and you die on that state, God has forbidden paradise, and hellfire will be the final abode. That goes for anyone, me, you, and everyone. But I know I don't believe God has a son, but you do. If you believe God has a son, and you believe and die on that state, hellfire will be your eternal abode, and there will be no out of the hellfire. No fragrance of heaven you'll ever smell. You'll remain there forever and forever. What do you say? Okay. Is Jesus and the Father divine beings or divine persons?
They're divine persons, and therefore divine
What's
beings.
the person-
A person is a kind of being.
One second. What is the difference between the Father? Is he a divine being or is he a divine person?
Both person is a being. I'm a person and I'm a being too.
So the
I don't
Father
understand
is
this
one being
Yes.
and one person.
Yes.
Jesus is one being, one person.
Yes.
So how many beings do you have so far?
Two.
Two beings.
Two,
So
which constitute a larger being called God.
very good. So now God constitutes
What's wrong with that?
two beings
Yes.
when they comprise them together, and then there's another being, right? The Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. So together that makes one God.
Yes.
Individually, how much of God are they?
What do you mean individually?
Together you make one God.
Right, yes.
That's one God.
They are fully divine.
No. Trinity, that's not my question.
Okay.
Trinity together is one God.
Yes, I agree.
The Father is here Trinity.
No,
Right. So how much of one God is he?
he's not all of God.
That's what I'm asking.
he's not
How
all
much of one God is he?
He's not all of God.
How much of the one God is
Part
he?
of God. I don't know.
So he's a part of God.
Yes, I
so it
agree.
would be wrong to say Father is God because he's a part
Okay,
of God.
That's because here's where we disagree. When Christians say Jesus is God, right? What we mean is that Jesus is divine. We don't mean that he's identical to this great being called God, or that he is what all there is to God, right? We mean that he is fully divine. I had this debate with another
Fully,
Muslim.
hang on, fully divine.
Fully divine, yes.